Hey guys, welcome back. It's Games. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to add some buildings and how also to correct the animation. I'm going to show you how to make a state machine for your game. So just stick around and enjoy the show. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So guys, let's dive into it. Alright guys, so we start the game. Here where we stopped last time, as you can see, I could move, but let's close this one and let's open our current scene as we are in this world scene. So click on this icon to open the current scene. As we can see, this is the world 2 that we created in the previous video. Now I could move around. The collision with the tree is not perfect yet, but let's correct it maybe later. As you can see, I can move around properly. I can collide, but small problem, the camera does not follow the player. All right, so I'm going to warrior. I'm going to right click on warrior, add a child node. Then in the search bar, I'm going to write camera 2D. That's it, double click on it. Now that we have a camera 2D, save it, go back to world 2, then we are going to save again, then run the game to see. All right, now I'm going to put it on full screen. As you can see, the camera focused on the player, but small problem, you can see a gray region on top of the screen here. Same as it if we go on the right side. Let's try the animations. They are not perfect yet, but we are going to solve this problem. I feel like it's not good like this. As you can see also on the right side, we have a gray region. It should be the same if we go down. So let's fix this. So to do that, let's first reduce this. We are going to zoom out and we are going to resize the backgrounds to make it bigger. Then after that, the game will be perfect. All right, now zoom in. We can save and run the game. All right, now I'm going to the left, to the right side, sorry. As you can see now, we don't have another gray region showing down or on the left or on the top. Now let's go back to the script. In the script, we are going to change some things that I made before. Rather than using two variables, I'm going to use one variable to change the state of the player. So I'm going to call that variable state and I'm going to assign the value 0. So 0 will be for if my state is equal to 0, that means my player will be playing animation idle. If the state is equal to 1, my player will be playing the animation run. And if the state is equal to 2, that means my player will be playing the attack animation. Then I can increase if I have maybe a state 3 to die or a loading or something like that. So that's why I prefer to use digits to change the state of my player. So as for now, I'm going to use state 0, 1, and 2. All right, now I'm going to the player idle states. I'm going to add another condition. I'm going to say and if state is equal and if state is different than 2. That means I want to play my idle animation when my player does not play my attack animation. So in this block of condition, I feel this is perfect. So, all right. Now I'm going to the input codes. I'm going to remove all this and attack false. I'm going to remove in each line of, I'm going to remove this line of code. All right. Perfect. Now I'm going also to remove the idle is equal to false because we won't use this variable anymore. So when I press my left key, I want my state to be equal to 1. That means my state change from 0 idle to state 1 that is equal to the run animation. So I'm just going to copy that state is equal to 1 line and paste it in every block of code. Now it's all right. Perfect. After that, I'm going now to the player is attacking. Now I'm going to the first condition. I'm going to change this idle is equal to, instead of idle is equal, I'm going to put state is equal to 2. That means is attacking. So now let's remove this line of code. Then we are going to change also this condition. So we are going to remove this part and write state, if state, don't forget to put the double equal, because if you put one equal, it's like assigning a value, but if you put a double equal, is to compare or check a value. All right, let's copy that line of codes. Then we are going just to select all of these and paste. Okay, it show an error. I think is just press tab at this level. You have to follow the indentation for it to be very good. Now I'm going to the timer out. When my timer is out, I want to go back to the initial state. That means state is equal to 0. If my player is on state is equal to 0, that means it won't play an attack animation or a run animation. Every time the 0.3 second will be done, it will go back to 0. Okay, remove also that line of codes. Now I feel like this is perfect. So now let's save it and run the game again. Now let's try it. I'm pressing my A and Z key. Those are my attack keys, but does not work. But the run animation work. It works, but even the idle, but the attack animation does not work. I don't understand why. So let's go back to the code and let's check in the if condition. Okay, my mistake come from this line of code, because I'm checking if the state is equal to 2, not to 1. That means 2 is attacking. I'm going to change also for the second if block. Perfect. Now save the game and let's run the game again. Perfect. Now if I press my A key, does not play directly. I have to press it multiple times for it to play at least once. So let's correct it. I feel is in the timing of the timeout. Let's go to timer. Then we are going to change this time to something bigger. So let's put it on 1. Now save it and run the game again. Now is smoother. Look how perfect it is. I press just once, then the key responds directly. Perfect. This is good now. All right. Now let's go back to Word 2, press on 2D to see the design or the scene. Perfect. We are going to add something. So let's first go to Word, right click, and add a child node. We are going to add a node 2D, double click on it, rename that node 2D into buildings. I want to create some buildings for my games. As you can see, is an RPG, so we need some buildings for the game to be and to look very nice. Go on buildings, add the child node. We are looking for a static body 2D, so double click on static body 2D, add the child node to that static body 2D. We need, let's try a sprite 2D. So write sprite 2D, double click, and just remember we need to, in the building to play some animation, so change it again, that sprite 2D to an animated sprite 2D. Go back to static body 2D, add another child node. This time we are going to add a collision shape 2D. All right. We already know how to create a static body 2D, how to add a shape to it and an animation, so it's easy. If you don't, just go back to our 3 previous video. We can learn easily there how to create a static body and assign an animation and a shape. So let's call this static body to the tower. I want to start with a tower, so I rename it. All right, now I'm going to duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D. You can duplicate as much as you want because we need more of these because we want to create a lot of buildings for now. So let's start with tower. I'm going to right click on it and save it as a branch scene. Inside here, I'm creating a new folder. Then I'm going to call it buildings. I'm going to press OK and save it. Now click on this small icon and we are going now to create our tower. So first of all, rename the animated sprite 2D into anim, and the shape, rename it to shape. All right, now we are going to add an animation to it and a shape. So let's start with the animation. Click on animation, empty, new sprite, double click on new sprite, then we can add a sprite sheet. So tiny sword, go to the resources, go to your files, and in faction, SVI buildings, now we can choose tower. I prefer to choose the yellow, so go back and resize it. We only need one by one, so perfect. Now I'm going to click on it and add the frame. It looks perfect. I'm going to rename it to idle, add a new animation. Instead of going to that, I'm going to the asset. I'm going to take again faction, night, buildings, tower, and I'm going to select the new animation. As you can see, this one is under construction, so I'm going to rename it to underscore construction. All right, add a new animation. We are going to add the tower destroyed, so rename it to destroyed. Perfect. Now go to idle and enable autoplay. All right. Now we are going to texture and change the texture to nearest. As you can see, the image is clear now, it's not blurry. So go to shape, we are going to add a shape, so click on empty, then we are going to choose a rectangular shape 2D. We can resize it easily and assign it. Now it's perfect. All right, Control L to lock it and hide the collision shape. Perfect. Now go back to our Word 2D scene. Now, as you can see, let me scroll a bit here. So you can see we add a tower to our game, but the tower is under other decoration, so we are going to change it very easily. First of all, we change the ordering. The Z index, we are going to put it on 1. It's not enough, so we are going to move it on 2. Now we can see the tower is on top of everything. This is perfect. Go back to tower scene, click on tower. We are going to the transform. We reduce the scale to 0.5. Perfect. Now it's smaller. All right, go back to words, save, and now we are going to move it down here or maybe here. No, not yet. Not on water, not on this grass, not here. I don't feel it. Okay, maybe on the ground here. It looks better on the green grass, so let's move it. We are going to right click on tower and reparent to a new node. We are going to double click on this simple node. Okay, all right, now here we assign it to the new node. Go to that node and rename it towers. I'm using this node to contain all the towers I'm going to duplicate on the screen, so I need this node to contain all my other towers. So I'm going now to tower, I'm going to duplicate it, I'm going to make 4 of them. Perfect. Now I can close it and I have a tower now. I'm going to move this one on the right side, this one a little bit down here, and the other one on top of the level 2. Perfect. Looks very nice like this. Nice and perfect. Go back to tower 2. Now what we are going to do is to rename the tower 2 as house. Perfect. Right click on it again and save as branch scene. We are going to save it directly in the same folder as the tower. Click on that small icon. Now we are going to do the same things. So guys, a little tips for when you are creating or coding, especially when it comes to codes. I used to have a notebook where I note all the codes, important codes, how to animate, how to change something. So don't forget to take a little notes of everything because you can't memorize everything. Maybe by practicing every time you might memorize a lot of things. But for me, I always keep notes of everything that I'm learning. Especially I use ChatGPT for most of my code, so I just ask ChatGPT how to do some things, and I'm practicing a lot. That's why I kinda have like a little bit of experience using Godot. Perfect. I put the house there, so we can move our pawn there. Looks very, very amazing now. Okay, so now we are going to what am I gonna do now? Okay, I have a house. Now I'm going to this node. I'm going to look for which kind of building I want to build. So I'm going to make a castle now. I'm going to save it as a branch chain, all the process. You can slow the video, you can pause the video, you can make it yourself, then come back again with me. I'm making it a little bit faster, so this is perfect. I feel like the game is alive now, and this is perfect right there. Nice and very smooth. I'm going to save it. Perfect. This is very amazing. Now I'm going to run the game. Not this one, same mistake again. Run the game. Now the game is perfect. I can go to the castle, as you can see. I can collide and interact with them. I can pass through them. This is perfect, even though the tower is a little bit, the player is a little bigger, I think. I might maybe reduce it later on. So I'm going to ground to word 1. I'm going to add a child node. So I'm going to add a node 2D. Node 2D, double click on it. And we are going to rename it buildings. Perfect. So guys, here I'm just doing the same things as I did in the Word 2. I'm just going to add these things that I already created. You just need to drag and drop them on the screen perfectly, easily, then perfectly. So the reason why I made to Word is to show you maybe in the next video how you can switch from first scene to the second scene. Just gonna show you the line of code how to pass from one scene to another scene while using the character, how to move the character. So a little bit trick. What I'm going to do now is to put my archer on top of the tower. That's my idea in the game. The archer gonna stay on top of the tower. Then when an enemy attack your kingdom, your archer just gonna defend automatically, or while you click on it, it's going to attack the enemy. I'm going to zoom in and try to position it perfectly. This looks very nice for me. Nice. Now this is perfect. So now I'm going to assign the house as a child of the building, and the tower also. Where is the tower? Let's save it. And I didn't see where I put the tower, so oh yeah, it is. I'm going to reassign it also to the building. The buildings, okay. Now looks very nice. I don't need to add a new castle in this first layer because it's too small. So what I'm gonna do is to go to Word 2 and save it as the main scene, because I want my Word 2 to become my main scene, as there is a lot of space I can use to show you more tricks and tips for my game. Okay, I'm going to do the same this side. Also, I'm going to put this time the archer on top of the castle. So it's just by changing the Z index. Perfect. This looks very perfect for me. Amazing and really, really nice. All right. Very nice. Now run the game. Very, very nice. Now you can see the archer on top of the castle. The archer is on top of the castle. I can move around. Everything is perfect now. Now everything is all right, but I don't really mind it. This is perfect for me. So guys, I think this is the end of the video. So don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and please share the video to your friend who are interested in how to make RPGs or how to create games with the Godot Engine. So see you very soon for the next video.